Yo, it's your boy P back in this thing. Hollering at you. Holla at you. So today we talking about this brother out in Charlotte, North Carolina, who got ran up on by this white supremacist that haven't released his name yet. And he was attacked by this Neanderthal thug, right? And supposedly this black guy is supposed to have been in the military or some shit, and the white dude was confronting him about him being in the military and doing dirt in the military or some shit like that, right? And I guess evidently this brother forgot how to dispatch somebody who has a knife to you, right? I guess what they trained him in the military, he forgot that shit. But I'll get to how to do that later in the video. So I'm going to start looking at 2 points. Let's talk more about the psychology of white-skinned individuals who don't openly identify as white supremacists in a system of white supremacy. Because that's all that was on the scene that night when this happened. I got into my YouTube comments with one of the commenters named Still Learning. And shout out to Still Learning. We had a good back and forth a couple days ago about how racist, white supremacist Doubletree Hotel, has this barrage of good white people that come out sucking their ass for their treating the black man who was caught up in their lobby, treating him wrong for trying to get to his room, harassing him, and how basically good white people and bad white people play for the same white supremacist ass team, just at different dates on the calendar. And about how the dominant society always tries to tell us how good they are so they can get us to put our guard down to them and kind of work our will to fight them down to a standstill. Right? Kind of work that uprising energy, boycotting energy, angry black man energy, angry black woman energy, support black businesses energy, pro-black empowerment energy. Just kind of work all that energy down and work it out of us as a black people by soft talking us, you know what I mean, and faking outrage and fake outraging us on the internet or whenever they have access to us. But we saw in this video what they do in public though, didn't we? You see what I'm saying? That's why I'll be making this a frequent topic. Good white people are simply trying to work their good white people magic on us and get us back to supporting white supremacist business as usual. And white supremacist current and white supremacist status quo, right? Because when we support white supremacy and when we don't challenge white supremacist business as usual, every step of the way, all white people are made comfortable by that. You understand? Be them good or bad white people. So they all constantly are working to achieve that comfort. You understand? That's provided by the system of white supremacy that's in place because they want injustice. They require an unequal playing field in order to be dominant because they're inherently not as optimal as we are. You know what I mean? In terms of sentient beings. And that's a whole nother topic. They're not as optimal as we are. That's a whole nother conversation we can have at another day. But this issue here shows that what we were framing up in the conversation was spot on. How lockstep, quote unquote, good white people are with bad white people and with bad white entities in a system of white supremacy. If it means that their bad white cohorts get to survive an incident, like with this knife wielder, this knife wielding white supremacist thug, or survive economic punishment, political, social punishment, all of that shit, even the good white people will operate tirelessly in sync with the bad ones. All right? We know online they give moral cover to the bad white people by saying shit like, I'm sorry, you Negro victims of white supremacy. I'm sorry that happened to you. We always get this I'm sorry shit, right? The classic bullshittery. All white people aren't like that. Negro victim of white supremacy, right? But notice they never accompany all that good white people lip service with activities that destroy white supremacist entities. Like a racist ass white supremacist hotel chain like Doubletree, right? A white supremacist hiring ass hotel chain, right? And that was another part of our conversation that I had with Still Learning. Like, accompanying their lip service with activities that destroy white supremacist systems, like white supremacy, that destroy white supremacist behaviors on site, like what we saw with this dirtbag devil dude that was harassing this old man, attacking this old man. Don't be fooled by that. Don't be fooled by that, black people, that bullshit. You know, when the good white people get to talking that shit at black people, man, like, good white people, they are the lip service arm of white supremacy. We need to remember that. So, back to the issue of what happened this particular night. I'm sure all y'all seen the video. If I could dig it up, I'll dig it up and give it to you. If y'all ain't seen it, whatever, I'll find it and throw it in the comments and throw it in the description. But y'all all saw it. Black folk, look at what happens around good white people in the street. You know what I'm saying? I just got through making a video about unveiling workaday white supremacy in the average white-skinned person, right? And how white supremacy doesn't come with a dress code. It doesn't come with a dress code. It doesn't come with a situation that it's not in effect for white-skinned individuals. Right? I also said that whiteness is in war mode and in deception mode with the damn world 24/7. Right? Because they've done so much dirt in their little short ass time on the earth so far that everybody wants them off their throne, man. And the whole world knows it, and they know that it's only black folk that are the threat to their throne. When we're at our best, we're the only long-standing threat to their rule or anybody's rule. And that point of logic, when we start talking about who's on the throne, that's where all white people meet and get on board with white supremacy, where they start seeking white comfort and start putting their time and efforts behind white supremacy. You understand? It's a survival game that we need to actually ritualize playing as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people on the street know this. They know that this white supremacy experiment that they're inflicting on the world, they know that it dies when black people yank their ass off the throne, right? So that's why they can walk by and, you know, like this occasion here, they can walk by and see an old black man on his knees, execution style, and be straight up chilling. You know what I'm saying? They A-okay with it. Not being thrown off the throne is why they choose to act in agreement with anti-black shit and anti-black motherfucking power plays like this situation. In this situation, the whole shit, just stay with me. This was white people making a racial power play during a black crisis. You understand? Notice they didn't speak to one another to pull it off. Notice that. Notice the passerbys, nobody. You saw everybody else was calm. Everybody on the scene was calm. You know what I mean? That should show us that executing a code like they did, and they demonstrated to us, it's a calm, quiet thing, right? But they know how to make racial power plays when black people are in crisis. And we need to do them the same damn ways so we can get their ass off the throne forever. You understand? Straight up. Straight the fuck up. They walk by when we're in danger. We need to do the same, right? They walk by when masses of us are in danger. Do the same. They pull out cameras when we getting assaulted by the police instead of shooting the police like Tupac. You know what I mean? Tupac shot some off-duty, abusing ass police officers who was beating up a black man, and they broke his car window and pulled out a gun on him, on Pac. You know what I'm saying? On Tupac. He didn't pull out his camera. He got on one knee like Kaepernick and started blasting at that ass. Shit, they cops, they take theirs unalive when they have mental issues. Black cops do the same with black people and be biased towards black people when y'all on duty. Be biased towards black people if y'all call to the scene of a mental issue kind of thing. I'm gonna do a video on how black cops need to be biased towards black people as well. I'm gonna do a video on that shit. That's some 2019 shit. Some 2019 shit for real. In an open carry ass state like North Carolina, where I'm sure somebody had a gun on a major Christmas looking kind of shopping night, the night this shit happened, they don't pull out their open carry guns to help stop black people from being attacked. Don't help them either. Play the game how they playing it, is what I'm saying. And we're going to excel. I'm telling you. You're hearing it first from your boy P. All right? As far as my advice to the brother who was attacked on the scene, they know they saying this white dude was schizophrenic. Now, I've been around people with schizophrenia and bipolar and all that shit, like close people. And there's some people that they mind fucked up off that dope, you understand? And they not coming back, or they done drunk themselves to where they not coming back to this world that we in, mentally speaking, right? But, I can't front y'all, and y'all might say I'm wrong for this, but my experience with schizophrenic motherfuckers, they can kind of be snapped out of that shit and brought back into reality at certain times and occasions, right? And this may not be a popular opinion. I'm not no psychiatric disease doctor or nothing, but I know from experimentation, goddammit, that schizophrenic people can be brought back to sanity if the threat of an ass whooping is real enough. Because I done put the schizophrenic world of motherfuckers to the test, you know what I'm saying? Y'all notice how this dude, how he knew how to calm the fuck down when the cops showed up. If he was really mentally insane, he would have kept up with the bullshit even when they showed up. You understand? Because that's how it go for real with people whose mind is fucked up. This motherfucker, he has some sanity. He just chose when to access it. Alright, so don't let them front on us with what they trying to put out in the news about this dude. If he was really mentally ill, he would have just cut old dude's throat, kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? He would have caused a scene and blended in with the scene and kept it moving. I'm not telling y'all how to do that type of shit like that. At least I'm not telling y'all that on my YouTube channel, but let me know if y'all got any experience as far as getting moments of clarity out of the schizophrenic people you know what I mean? And how it came about. Did it come by way of a threat of real motherfucking ass whooping? Where they saw, hey, look, this motherfucker will rise up and fuck me up and he'll kill me if I keep my mental illness up in front of this nigga, right? You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. It's like a ray of light that they see due to the propensity of them undergoing physical damage. So it brings me to my point of what could the old man have done? Well, in many videos, I watch where people show what to do when people pull knives on you in the way that he did. And, got all up on him, got behind him, held it at his throat, just holding it kind of at his throat. And the tactic seems to be always to get the motherfucker arm off of you, you know what I mean? And do something with the space you create after that shit. I was watching a video by this prepper dude a couple months ago showing a pretty good technique I thought about how to do it. I said, me personally, I've had people pull knives on me, pull guns on me. But, I watch certain videos just to kind of get different aspects on it. And I'll post a link in the description and in the comments once I find the link. I think I still got it. I'll find the link and I'll post it in the comments and in the description. But he has a little technique. I thought it was a pretty good technique, and I think that all of y'all would gain some benefit from it. But, on the flip side, I'm going to use this topic, just this whole topic in general of military dudes getting hemmed up shit. I'm going to use this shit for my personal agenda a little bit. Now, y'all might think I'm wrong for this too, but all you black military vets that talk all that military pride shit, you're gonna get mad, but fuck y'all on my channel. You know what I'm saying, where was your military brothers gangster during this occasion? Huh? You coon ass black military niggas who be in my comments on the militia videos. Y'all want a gorilla chest beat all the damn time, but all that, y'all talk all this shit about how y'all should get all this damn respect when y'all come home from the fight, fighting for the rights and the privileges of the white community in America and for the longevity of white supremacy globally, because that's all that shit is. That's all the fuck that shit amount to. You know, where was his military gangster, goddammit? And it might have been that he was just old and, you know, his spirit to fight was gone. Cause damn, ain't no military man with a cause in his life, or a man that feel like he got a purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? A man with a woman, some kids, even a man with just a community that he feel he got to be at war for, is just gonna sit and absolutely do nothing in a situation like that. That's what the dude did. He just did absolutely nothing. He bowed down. Y'all saw him get on all fours like a straight up Vic, ready for the slaughter, a sheep ready to be killed. I don't know. The dude might have been fucked up in the mind. I want to give him that lane. He might have been fucked up in the brain, right? You know, because he seemed kind of slow. You know what I mean? But black people don't do like this military vet. The do nothing vet, as I call him on my channel. You fight for your breath on this earth. Always. Always have a plan for what to do when white supremacy run up on you with that bullshit. Because that's their favorite thing, is to run up behind niggas. Don't we know that? Don't we see that they not a head-to-head group of people? Don't we see example after motherfucking example of them doing shit just like this? Of course we do. Always have a they running up behind me plan. Period. Because that's how they prefer to attack. It's from the blind, as it's called, where you can't see them. We also need to learn how to attack them from the blind. Hell yeah. I won't get into that on my channel, but understand that this shit is necessary. It's exactly why I created my militia series. And we're going to get in more depth, even more, in 2019 with just little tips and training techniques for black people. I already got a plan of how I'm going to do it. I'll probably move my militia lectures away from YouTube, away from Black Junction. I'm going to do some other shit, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, so you know when I'm dropping. Get a job.